Here's a thought-provoking question. What really determines whether you can live a healthy, energetic life into your 90s? Many people believe it's because of their genes or because they've followed a perfect diet their entire lives. But that's not entirely true. Instead, there are simple, sometimes seemingly mundane habits that are signs that your body and mind are in the best shape for longevity. If you're in your 70s and still doing these things, you're probably one step closer to reaching your 100th birthday. These aren't empty promises or magic secrets. They're real, observable signs that your body, mind, and spirit are aging well. What's more, they prove that you're in much better shape than you might think. Many people assume that when you hit 70, life slows down, your health declines, and everything comes to an end. But that's not true. There are 6 specific signs that are not only encouraging, but also surprising. They show that 70 isn't the end of the world, but a stage where you can continue to grow, enjoy life, and look forward to the future. Let's explore each one, because what you're about to learn could change the way you think about your health, aging, and what you can still achieve in the years ahead. Sign number 1. Consistent sleep routine. Of all the daily habits that silently shape our health and future, few are as underrated as sleep. It's not just how many hours you sleep each night, but more importantly, the consistency of that sleep. If you're over 70 and still go to bed and wake up at the same times every day, you're sending your body a powerful signal of balance. And that balance has huge benefits for your health and longevity. When you sleep on time and regularly, your body benefits in many ways. Your immune system becomes stronger, helping you fight off illness more effectively. Your hormones are balanced, ensuring that everything from metabolism to mood runs smoothly. Your memory is strengthened, allowing you to retain valuable memories and continue to learn new things. Furthermore, regular sleep helps reduce inflammation in the body, a factor linked to many chronic diseases. Simply put, when you sleep well, your body has the opportunity to heal, reset, and rebuild each night. It is the time for every system in the body to be refreshed, ready for the new day. On the other hand, if your sleep is irregular, such as going to bed too late, waking up at odd times, or tossing and turning all night, your health can be seriously affected. Long periods of sleepless nights, or a chaotic sleep schedule, can silently weaken both your body and mind. They increase your risk of diseases such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cognitive decline. These problems may not appear immediately, but over time they can accumulate, causing your body to gradually lose its inherent resilience. But seniors who prioritize sleep and respect their sleep cycles reap big rewards. They have more energy during the day, think more clearly, and have more stable moods. Consider someone like Gerald, 85, who has maintained a 9:30 p.m. bedtime routine. He's kept it that way since he was 60 and credits it with allowing him to still walk, cook, and play with his grandchildren. He doesn't nap much because his nights are actually good quality sleep. His routine isn't rigid, but it's reliable. That's the key. When your body clock is in sync, your entire body functions in harmony. If you're someone who wakes up feeling refreshed in the morning, without relying on coffee or naps to get you through the day, you're doing something right. A consistent sleep schedule isn't just a good habit. It's a silent declaration that your body is working with you, not against you. Imagine that every night when you go to bed at the same time, your body resets like a well-maintained machine. Your nervous system is rested. Your internal organs are more efficient, and your mind is refreshed. This is not something that is complicated or difficult to achieve. With just a little discipline in maintaining a regular schedule, you can make a big difference in your long-term health. People who understand the value of sleep don't take it for granted. They know that each night of good sleep is a building block for a long, healthy life. Sign number 2, steady walking pace. One of the surprising ways to predict how long someone will live isn't in lab reports or medical records. It's in how they move, specifically how fast and steady they walk. If you're over 70 and still walking at a steady, brisk pace, that says more about your future than even the most complicated lab tests. Researchers from prestigious institutions have shown that older adults who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace tend to live significantly longer than those who walk slowly or unsteadily. This has nothing to do with how fast you run or who you're competing with. It's about the rhythm, coordination, and confidence in each step. When you walk at a steady pace, it shows that your brain, heart, lungs, and muscles are working in sync. That's a rare balance, especially at this age. Consider Linda, a 77-year-old retired teacher who still walks a few blocks each day to visit her neighbors. Her steps are not hurried, but steady and powerful. She doesn't need to hold on to walls or stop at curbs. Her pace reflects both physical and mental acuity. Conversely, when a person's gait becomes unsteady and hesitant, it is often the first sign that something is wrong, whether it is a problem with circulation, brain function, or balance. Many doctors silently observe a patient's gait before they begin a conversation because it reveals a lot of information. If you are over 70 and still walking with energy and purpose, you are showing that your body has not succumbed to decline. It is still adapting, responding, and growing. Every step is proof that you are living, not just existing. Walking speed is more than just a physical act. It's a combination of many factors: muscle strength, nervous system coordination, cardiovascular endurance, and mental confidence. When all of these factors come together, they create a comprehensive picture of your health. A slow walker isn't necessarily a sign of aging, but it could be a warning that your body needs more attention. Imagine you step outside in the fresh air and you walk with a steady stride. You don't feel tired or falter. It's not a big deal, but it's meaningful. Your steps tell the story of a body that is still vibrant, a mind that is still sharp, and a spirit that is still moving forward. If you can do this, be proud, because it's a sign that you are on the right path to a long and healthy life. Sign number 3, daily mental interaction. One of the most amazing things about older people is their ability to keep their minds occupied, not through hard work, but through curiosity, in a steady stream of thinking. If you're over 70 and still enjoy solving puzzles, reading, writing in a journal, learning a new skill, or even playing brain training games on your phone, you're doing something much more than just killing time. These activities not only keep your mind sharp, they can also extend your life, keeping your mind alive and vibrant. Mental engagement acts as a safety net, shielding the brain from the rapid decline that often begins in our 70s and 80s. Studies have shown that older adults who regularly challenge their minds, whether through simple or complex tasks, are significantly different from those who let their minds idle. Not only do they experience less cognitive decline, they also maintain a stable mood, feel more satisfied with life, and even live longer over the years. These activities don't require you to be a scholar or an expert. What matters is persistence, the fact that you choose to keep your mind active. Consider Frank, an 81-year-old who starts each day by writing a haiku, just 3 short lines. It may seem like a small habit, but it has a profound impact. Choosing words, organizing ideas, and reflecting on the world around him helps him keep his mind active, his language flowing, and his sense of purpose alive. It's more than poetry. It's a way to stave off brain degeneration, to keep neural connections active, to remind himself that each day is worth living. When the mind is not used, it doesn't just rest, it retreats. Neurons lose connections, and thought pathways weaken. But when you stimulate your mind, whether through a deep conversation or a simple crossword puzzle, you keep those pathways sharp. The great thing is that you don't have to do anything too complicated. A small puzzle, an interesting book, or even trying to remember the name of an old song can be enough to stimulate the mind. Every time you do it, you're sending a signal to your body that it still needs to be active, still needs to keep going. Older people who make learning a part of their daily lives, no matter how small, don't just retain knowledge. They retain time, they retain a vitality in their minds that many people lose as they age. A curious mind is a living mind, and a living mind gives the body a reason to keep going. Imagine waking up every morning, picking up a book, or sitting down to solve a puzzle. It's not work. It's a gift you give yourself, a way to tell the world that you're still here, still thinking, still growing. Mental engagement doesn't just keep you from stagnating. It's fun. When you learn something new, whether it's how to use an app on your phone or the name of a flower in your garden, you feel alive. You feel like you're still part of a changing world. This is especially important in your 70s, when many people start to feel left behind. But if you keep learning, keep challenging yourself, you'll never feel lost. You'll always have a place in the flow of life. Sign number 4, strong social connections. One of the most overlooked but powerful factors in longevity after age 70 is the presence of meaningful relationships. If you continue to enjoy heart-to-heart conversations with family, friends, or neighbors, you're not just nourishing your heart, you're protecting your life. Long-term studies of aging have shown that older adults who maintain strong social relationships not only live longer, but also get sick less often, recover more quickly from illness, and report greater satisfaction with life. Social connection is like an invisible shield, protecting you from isolation, a condition that is more dangerous than many people realize. Loneliness doesn't just make you sad, it increases stress on your cardiovascular system, impairs your memory, and can even lead to more serious health problems. On the other hand, moments shared with others, whether a meal, a phone call, or a walk, provide emotional nourishment that no pill or supplement can match. Consider Joan, a 78-year-old woman who hosts a weekly soup dinner for the neighbors in her building. She says it's just soup, but in reality, it's a ritual, a way to keep people close, feel appreciated, and stay mentally sharp. The laughter over the meal, the long conversations, or even a simple hello, creates a special kind of energy. It's the energy of connection, of knowing you're not alone, that you're still part of a community. Humans are wired to connect, and as we age, this need doesn't diminish. On the contrary, it becomes more important than ever. Relationships give us a sense of identity, structure, empathy, and above all, purpose. When you continue to seek and enjoy these connections, you're not just surviving, you're participating, and participation is a secret ingredient to longevity. Imagine sitting down with a friend, sharing a story, or simply listening to them talk about their day. Those moments don't just make you happy, they make you healthier. They remind you that you still matter, that your voice is still heard. And when you feel connected, your body responds by reducing stress, improving sleep, and even boosting immunity. That's why older adults who maintain relationships are more resilient in the face of adversity. They don't just live longer, they live better. Sign number 5, natural curiosity. Living long is more than just keeping your heart healthy or your joints flexible. It's also about keeping your mind curious about life. If you're over 70 and still curious about the world around you, whether it's through reading, trying a new hobby, learning a skill, or simply asking questions, you're doing something special. This curiosity doesn't just help you live longer. It brings joy, and it makes each day more meaningful. Curiosity is not about showing off your knowledge or trying to be an expert. It is a state of mind, a belief that tomorrow may bring something new, worth exploring. When you remain eager to learn, you send a message to your brain that it is still needed, that it still has a role to play in your life. This mental activity, combined with the small joys of new discoveries, keeps your neural connections active, slowing the aging process of your brain. Consider Harold, 82, who took up bonsai after his wife died. He had never picked up a pair of pruning shears before, but now he has 5 small pine trees on his windowsill. He says they give him something to look forward to, something to care for, something to talk about. That's curiosity in action. It opens the door to new relationships, reduces anxiety, and creates purpose. More than that, it reinforces the belief that life is full of undiscovered possibilities. Curiosity is a subtle but persistent deterrent to stagnation. When you stop being curious, life can become monotonous, and monotony accelerates aging. But if you keep asking why not, and what if, you are nourishing your soul. You are training your mind to stay alert, flexible, and alive. That spark of curiosity, often invisible to others, burns bright and long in those who live the longest. Sign number 6, grip strength. One of the most obvious signs that you're on the path to longevity is something that many people overlook: the strength of your hands, specifically your grip. Studies from major medical organizations have shown that grip strength is directly linked to overall muscle health, cardiovascular function, and even brain aging. It's about more than just opening a stubborn jar or holding a railing. It says something much deeper about your body. When you can still clench your fists after 70, it shows that your nervous system and muscles are still well coordinated. It's a sign that your body hasn't succumbed to the frailties that creep in with age. What's more, a strong grip is linked to better mobility and faster recovery from illness. Think of Robert, 82, who still helps his granddaughter carry her groceries into the house every weekend. His doctor once told him that his grip strength was superior to that of many people 20 years younger. That strength doesn't come from luck. It comes from using your body regularly, from gentle exercise, and from staying active every day. Grip strength reflects something deeper, a sense of independence and self-reliance. If you can still open a water bottle without help, or use tools around the house, that's no small feat. It's a powerful signal that your body is still functioning well, that your inner engine is still running smoothly. A firm handshake at this age isn't just polite, it's an affirmation of vitality. When we think about living long, we often imagine grand feats, strict diets, or the complete avoidance of disease. But the truth is, longevity isn't about those things. It's about habits, the little daily signs that show your body, mind, and spirit are still in tune with life. The 6 signs we've explored: sleep, walking pace, mental engagement, social connection, curiosity, and grip strength, aren't just targets to check. They're reflections of a life that's still growing, still making choices, still moving forward. If you recognize any of these signs, even just a few of them, know that you are not just getting older, you are living life to the fullest. Longevity is not a distant dream. It is something you are building every day, with every step you take, every good night's sleep, every smile you share with others. So be proud of what you are still doing. Don't let age, pain, or doubt slow you down. You are on a journey worth living, and every moment you choose to continue is a step toward the future.